On today's episode of the Views from Section 400 podcast, it's an hour of basketball talk. A lot of NBA play-in, not playoffs, play-in reaction. And we talked a lot of WNBA draft was 2 nights ago. Came up a lot in our winners and losers. So it's an hour of a lot of basketball coming up soon. And shout out Maya in remission. Rose and I are very proud of you. Can't wait to see you soon. See you guys soon.
And just like that, we're back.
A16, turn me up.
Welcome to episode 259 of the Views from Section 400 podcast. Today is April 16th, 2026. And LaMelo Ball tried to commit a homicide on national television last night.
We're really going that far.
That was disgusting. It has no place in our game. And as Eric Spoelstra said, he should be suspended, fined, and held at the stake and stoned to death.
Would this even be a story back in the late 80s and early 90s?
No. And that's
Crazy
exactly what
outfall.
That's exactly what I was thinking of too. It's like, how do you get your get back nowadays? Like back in the day, you could do some hard fouls, a couple body checks here and there. You know, in baseball, you throw at the next hitter. What can you do in today's NBA to get your get back?
That's a good question. I was going to say not to go on a huge rant before we get into the play-in. I think it's interesting with how soft everything's become in the world of sports. What sports is a little bit more of a all sports together question, but what sports can you still kind of, get your payback in? Obviously baseball, you throw at a guy, hockey, you could get it. But like NBA, I mean, any retaliation, especially on LaMelo, they protect the stars, they protect the marketable players. I don't know how you go about it. Like, does LaMelo even get a suspension for this?
Probably not. They didn't even review it. Like, it's the dumbest thing ever. They said, I guess because possession didn't change, they can't review a no foul since they didn't call a foul, or they did call a foul. But no possession changed. They came out with some nonsense like Monday morning quarterback thing that said they can't review it because of something. And I don't know how you can suspend him if you couldn't review the play to begin with.
He won't get suspended. Maybe he'll cop a fine for it, get a stern talking to, but nothing's happening.
I mean, we did see an anonymous GM call for him to be suspended. That anonymous GM is 99% Daryl Morey, right?
Yeah, whoever the Hornets have in the next round, absolutely.
It's Daryl Morey's Sixers or the Magic. And I don't know the Magic GM, but
I don't know.
Daryl Morey feels like someone that would go to a whistleblower and say that.
Just to get his team a sliver of life to the playoffs.
Yeah, he loses Embiid to an appendix. Why not get rid of LaMelo Ball for trying to murder a man? Second Hornets player to aid in attempted murder.
Brandon Miller was on fire last night too.
He was. He's really good.
Really good. But before we get into the rest of the game, wasn't there an incident back in 2024 where LaMelo reached at Bam's calf? Or did that not make headlines? Did something where he tried to trip him, hit his calf, something like that?
LaMelo's got some Grayson Allen to him. I don't know if he had Bam before, but he's done stuff like this before.
Yeah. Grayson Allen is definitely the common offender here, but I didn't know if LaMelo had done that before.
He's also just not a good guy. The amount of times, now maybe he hasn't done this more than once, but he's done it at least once where he crashed his Lambo 100 miles an hour in the middle of the road and then just left. Not exactly a good person.
Play at Georgia.
Great guy, Hornets.
Seemed a little definitely was on purpose, and he wasn't even, I mean, he did have a lot of points because he was extremely efficient and effective inside the 3-point line, but outside the 3-point line, I mean, this guy, what was he, 2 of 15 from 3?
It was just like it was a weird game, and
It was a fun game. It was a fun game
for sure.
It was a fun game for what the NBA play-in is.
Yes,
but even when Kobe White hit that shot, I was like, I expect when I see a basketball shot like that, I want to scream or do something. I kind of just like, oh, that's cool.
Well, you have no involvement.
Well, there were a lot of people in North Carolina that were very excited about that shot by Kobe White.
I guess, but it's not even like a real thing.
It's playoff atmosphere.
You're one of those that play-in sucks guy.
The play-in has meant nothing at all for anybody unless you're the Miami Heat. The Heat are the only team to go to the finals from this play-in, and they're the only 10 seeds to ever make the actual playoffs.
Which was why this game we're talking about right now was worth watching.
Sure, but the Heat lost.
Brian,
I'm mad the Heat lost.
What does the play-in have to be for you to accept it?
We got to see VCU go to the Final Four. We have to see a team more than – well, I guess that's – no, yeah, that would be right because they did it after George Mason. We have to see a second time where a team goes to the finals, and then eventually someone has to win the finals. We've seen it once in 6 years, and the rest of the teams have flamed out in the first round.
So you have a gripe with March Madness play-in as well?
No, the March Madness play-in has proven that first 4 teams can get to the Final Four. And I know it's been longer, but not that much longer. It's been 2011 when we had VCU go to the Final Four, and then we've seen UCLA do it. We've seen Loyola Chicago do it. This one we've just seen the Heat do it. And every other team just gets swept or gentlemen swept in the first round. And that Heat team was a 7 seed. They would have been in without the play-in.
I didn't have a problem with
it was a fun game.
I saw last night. It was a very fun game. The atmosphere was electric. And it highlights not even necessarily smaller markets, but teams that you don't get to see. What was it? That was the 9-10. Like, I don't know. We don't get to see those teams. I know the Heat have been there, but like Charlotte, they've been relevant since they were the Bobcats.
Yeah, they haven't made the playoffs since 2016.
Exactly. So I don't know.
Reward
it's fun.
Mediocrity.
It's fun. It's fun is what it is. It's fun. And that game last night was fun.
It's fine.
It was fun.
They're a fun team. I'm excited to keep watching the Hornets in the playoffs.
They're going to get swept by the Celtics in the first round. Or I guess it would be the
Sixers will be taking that crown.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the Hornets can beat the Pistons. LaMelo just has to trip Cade a couple times. I think he has a bad ankle already, too.
Yeah, he's banked up.
I mean, Hornets have been building something.
Sure, if Joakim was a fun game, I just don't like what the play-in stands for.
I got you. And I see where people would have, like you said, reward being mediocre. I understand that. But the game was super fun.
It's a great start to the NBA season.
Sure. It was a great opening night. I'll give you that.
And it went to overtime.
Almost double overtime. Tyler Hero connects on all of those free throws.
Yeah, you had you had a lot of great individual performances in this one, like a March Madness game, right? Like Hero stepping up for the Heat after Bam didn't return. You had Kobe White having the best plus minus in the game coming off the bench. Kalkbrenner, the dude who we just talked about the other day, is a trade candidate. He had a good game in limited minutes off the bench. So like there was some good stuff happening.
When did Kobe White come into the league? Is that 21?
He was on the Bulls for a little bit.
Yeah, probably fourth year now.
Has he played in every play-in tournament ever?
Potentially.
The Bulls have been in it.
The Bulls, like the Hawks, are a perennial play-in team.
I think Kobe White, this is his tournament. Good for him. He gets one of the biggest shots in play-in history.
Yeah, I don't know what he finished points-wise, but like LaMelo had 30 plus, Miles Bridges had 28, Brandon Miller had 23. I mean, that's pretty remarkable. I understand the game went to overtime, but And that's not even highlighting Kobe White. I don't know where he finished.
He had 19.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty good stuff right there. I mean, bunch of different individual performances.
And that was with Con Knuppel, potential rookie of the year.
We're not doing this again.
Like one of the worst. What do you mean?
Remember me pointing to my nipple last year during the Final Four?
He didn't play well.
Con Knuppel, whatever, Brian. I don't
respect the rookie of the year.
Potential rookie of the year. He got his buddy to worry about. But he had, one of the worst games that he's probably had in maybe his career.
He wasn't on the floor when Kobe White made that shot.
Probably because he had like the worst game of his career.
You know what? Crazy. I think he led the league in 3-pointers, and he wasn't on the floor when they needed a 3.
It wasn't his night. Simply was not his night. He was 0 for 6 from 3.
Yeah, it's a big balls play by that head coach. Just teeing up Stephen A. Smith to go on first take and just rant your face off if they miss that shot and Conk and Nipples on the bench.
That's fair, but hey, that's what coaching is, making big boy decisions.
I'll put it like this. This is going to be the team that gets Brian to buy into the play-in. If the Hornets match up with the Pistons in the first round, they will not only beat the Pistons, but go on a run. Might not win the NBA Finals, but a Western or an Eastern Conference Finals appearance.
I don't think the Hornets are going to beat the Sixers in Philly.
I do, if it comes to that.
What do you mean? I mean, if the Sixers win tonight, it's the Magic and the Hornets.
They're not going to beat the Magic.
Why are you so convinced?
No Embiid? You got to deal with Paolo?
We have a Dembona.
There you go. That's why I'm so convinced.
Nah, Drummond, Boda.
I don't know. The Magic got guys.
We got VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, and Paul George playing like he's 25 years old again.
I haven't seen Paul George playing like he's 25 since he was 25.
I'll take Franz, Paolo, and Desmond Bane over that big three. That's just where I'm at.
All right, that's fine. Sixers are favored, so if you feel that confident, you got some juice on the Magic money line tonight.
What time's that game at?
I go so far as to say I like the Hornets
Eastern.
over both those teams.
I mean, I don't hate it. I'm not going to sit here and be delusional on the Sixers, but there have been times during the year where like Maxey and VJ running the show looked a lot better than without Embiid being in the picture. I think it's time to give Maxey his flowers as a guy that can will a team to a victory, especially in a one-game showdown.
I could see a world. It's not a very sunny world, but there's a gloomy world out there where the Hornets take down the Sixers or the Magic, and then Cade Cunningham struggles. Maybe he's a little injured, and they beat the Pistons in 6 or 7. And then they have the Raptors or the Cavs. Like, if it's the Raptors, they probably win that series. If it's the Cavs, they got a good shot too.
Like, there's a path.
There's a path there. But there's also a path for them to lose their next game by 20 points.
Yeah, of course. But, like, look, I'm just trying to be optimistic for the sake of conversation. I'll probably get killed in the comments if that's a clip somehow. It'll frame me as saying the Hornets are going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
No, I can't put words in your mouth. I can delete words from your mouth, but I can't put them in your mouth.
It'll somehow be like, this guy thinks the Hornets are winning it all. He doesn't know ball.
I mean, if there's a play-in team to pick to make a run, it's, I guess, the Hornets.
There's been way worse. Like, if the Heat won that game last night, I'd be so out on the Heat, with or without Bam.
I mean, to describe the Heat,
Agreed.
Bam dropped 83 this season, of course. He finished, after leaving this game with injury, averaging 19.9 points per game. And if you look at the other guys that have been among the highest point totals in a single game NBA history, you have Wilt Chamberlain. He got 100. He averaged 50 that year. Kobe averaged 35 when he dropped 81. Devin Booker was in his second season, and he still averaged 22 points when he dropped 70. and Donovan Mitchell averaged 29 when he dropped 71. So that's the kind of team the Heat were. Bam was able to drop 83, and he still finished below 20 points per game.
That's insane. But those are actually some interesting numbers to look at. Like, it's just another reason why that Bam 80 was just a complete outlier and very questionable.
You got to think Pat Riley he's got to be done, right?
I just saw an interview the other day. He's still flying out to go talk to players and stuff.
One playoff win in their last 3 seasons after they went to 2 finals in 4 years. And, of course, before that, it was LeBron and the Big Three. Then before that, it was Wade. It just feels like it's over. Just pick up the ball and go home.
Yeah, definitely got to rebuild, but
yeah, they're in. Well, we've seen guys like Eric Spoelstra kind of power through rebuilds. I mean, after you would think after LeBron leaves, the team goes into just this turmoil earthquake of takes a little bit for them to recover and rebuild. Kind of like the Cavs were when LeBron left. I think they were pretty bad when he left the first time.
Yeah.
All those years
terrible.
ago, really bad. It's like the earthquake after exactly when LeBron but the Heat kind of somehow managed to stay afloat. Maybe they had a bad year somewhere around there, but they got to the NBA Finals. Were they the NBA Finals in the bubble? They attracted Jimmy Butler.
So it took 4 or 5 years. But they were competitive-ish in those 4 or 5 years.
Right. They were a lot better than the Cavs. So, and Spoelstra stuck around. Pat Riley was there. Kept everybody together. And, I know it's they're tough to leave Miami, but there's been times where it feels all right, where, do they move on with Spoelstra? Does he just kind of get promoted to a GM role and Riley leaves? See a Brad Stevens situation where he just goes to the front office. It seems like Spoelstra has easily, kind of earned his right to dictate his next move within the organization. Am I wrong saying that?
No,
definitely not.
I think, Spoelstra could easily jump into the Brad Stevens type, or he could just take over for Pat Riley. I think Pat Riley should just retire. Go hang out on a beach somewhere.
He's old. Really old.
The Heat, you have Hero,
old.
you have Bam, but it's not like they have – I don't think Hero or Bam are on big deals. So it's not like they have huge tied-up money. It's not like the Sixers with Embiid. So you can just start over. You can flip Hero, flip Bam, and just let Davion Mitchell run the show.
Flip
definitely not enough to run the show. You need scorers, but
flip Hero and Bam and go 3 to 4 years of just 15 win seasons and try and turn it around. I don't know.
That's
what the Wizards have been doing.
That's not what they've been.
I have faith in the Heat. If there's one team in the association I have faith in to do a rebuild like that, it's probably the Heat. Or the Celtics. Heat or the Celtics. But they just haven't. And I feel like now's the time. You've won 1 playoff game in the last 3 years. That's not what Heat culture is.
It's tough to do it without a bona fide superstar. And after Jimmy Butler left, they didn't have an engine to keep him going.
No.
All I know is we're not talking about the Heat this late if the plan doesn't exist.
It's a great basketball.
I wouldn't hate that at all. They weren't good.
Yeah, but you got to understand, Brian,
South Beach is good for the game.
It's good. Yeah, it keeps teams alive longer. And imagine if you don't have that game last, I don't know. It keeps the NBA stars engaged more. Instead of LaMelo flying back to California, you get him for a game. You get that in one more game. I think it keeps the NBA stars alive longer.
I don't know why you're complaining.
This is the first season in NBA history 6 teams lost 50 games.
And
I don't think
that's
the
because
play-in does anything
they're
for
loading up.
competitiveness or keeping these guys engaged.
The teams who lost 50 games aren't in the play-in game.
Yeah, but if you would think the goal of the play-in is to get teams to try, to get that 10th spot so they have a chance to make the playoffs. They don't care about this. And all it does is
Did you watch that
reward
game? Those
mediocrity.
guys care. Those
Yeah,
guys
the
care.
young Hornets team does.
We got a good game, Brian. I still am having a very hard time understanding what you're complaining about.
I like the game. I liked the game.
We got a good game.
In a vacuum, the game's fine. I hate what the play-in stands for. Just like I hate how the college football playoff keeps expanding, and I hate how March Madness is expanding now.
What do you hate more, the play-in or the NBA Cup?
The play-in.
Really?
Stop it.
Yeah, the NBA
That's
Cup's
ridiculous.
fine.
That's ridiculous.
It's
That's
dumb
totally
tournament in the middle of the
ridiculous.
season, and the
You're going to
games
try and
matter
tell
anyway.
me that the players care so much in the play-in or the NBA Cup? I
They
would
should
argue,
care about the NBA Cup because they should care about winning games in the regular season to make the playoffs. But it doesn't matter anymore because they can get the 10th seed and still make the playoffs.
The
The
play-in is the playoffs.
It's not the playoffs, though. It
Yes,
doesn't
it
count
is.
as the playoffs. The Hornets haven't won a playoff game since 2016. That's still a
they
fact.
don't count it as the playoffs.
I understand that, but you again watching the game, overtime game, buzzer beater shot game, guys are diving on the floor, snatching ankles. This was a good game to watch. This was playoff level intensity basketball. I don't know what you're upset about.
I agree with you.
I'd
told
rather
in a vacuum,
watch-
it was a good game.
I'd rather watch that than a playoff atmosphere in the first week of December and mask it calling it the NBA Cup. I'd rather watch that playoff atmosphere than a playoff atmosphere on December 5th when I give a rat's ass and football season's still on.
I'd rather the players try it on December 5th than not try all the regular season just to wait for the playoffs. And
You're
make the joke
preoccupied in early December.
This is another argument, Brian. You're on a whole nother argument now.
No, I'm
you're
not. I'm telling you, in a
regular season.
vacuum, the game was fun. But what the play-in stands for is part of the reason the NBA sucks. The regular season doesn't matter. They play 82 games and they don't matter.
So you're saying directly, if there was no play-in tournament, no play-in games, the regular season would be better because the teams would try more.
Slightly better, yes.
It's definitely. I used to be
don't know
more
if
on
that
Brian's
correlates.
side. I used to be on Brian's side. It's definitely grown. Like, I guess the Sixers are in it, but like Embiid's out, so I'm not like super like jacked up about it because I'm just like, all right, like Embiid's out, whatever happens, happen. Also, the Flyers are in the playoffs, so that's definitely helping band-aid whatever happens to the Sixers. But in terms of what I watched last night, like it's growing on me a little bit. That was a fun game. Entertainment-wise, like what am I going to watch? Game 16 of the MLB regular season last night? No, I'm going to watch a high-energy NBA play-in game and have fun doing it and be entertained. What am I going to do? Watch Netflix?
Yeah.
Well, my Netflix was watching an electric overtime thriller that wasn't part of the 82-game NBA regular season.
I had the pit on the big screen, and I was vaguely checking in on this play-in game. That was my level of interest.
Well, this was the fun one to watch. You ready to talk about the next one?
Yeah, Denii Avdija had 6 more points, and the Wizards have wins the last 2 years.
There was fun individual performances in that game too. Starting with Denii Avdija, who has, if you don't know Blazer basketball, not that I do, but this guy has been the guy for this team. He's the reason why they're in this position. Obviously, the reason they won last night, and I just think it's unbelievable.
It's funny the Blazers are, I guess, where I can get onto the play-in side is teams like the Blazers and the Hornets getting this shine. But it's funny how the Blazers have taken this step when their supposed generational draft pick, Scoot Henderson, just kind of sucks. And it's like, all right, Denii Avdija.
He's
He
good
had,
now,
a,
really.
he, had,
He's like
he had a
fine.
good game.
What, he had 9 points?
Brian, they threw.
It's not all about the points.
But this
They
is year
threw-
3 for him, and he's been like that for all 3 years. He hasn't taken that step. Maybe sucks is the wrong word, but he hasn't turned into
Sucks is the wrong word. They threw a graphic on the screen. They average more points with him playing, and they give up less points with him playing.
Yeah, that
They
plus
are
minus,
a better team when he is on the floor.
that plus minus is important.
I mean,
I don't
okay.
I don't know when they started
Sure.
like really tracking that, maybe like a decade ago or so, but it's a good stat.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been around.
It's been around longer. Than
It helps guys like
man.
Draymond Green, who he's not a prolific scorer of the basketball, but he does
Okay.
everything else super well: pass, defend, block shots, get steals, set picks. I mean, assists. Like, there's a lot of ways to be good without scoring
All right,
more than
sucks
9
was
points.
the wrong word. All right, sucks was the wrong word, but
It's a terrible word.
like just listen to these guys around him. Okay, Victor Wembanyama, obviously generational prospect. I'm not gonna gauge Scoot Henderson versus him, but right before Scoot was Brandon Miller. I think Brandon Miller became an all-star level scorer this year. He's taken a much higher leap than Scoot has. Right behind Scoot is Amen Thompson, who I think is much better player. He does everything Scoot does, but much better than Scoot. So in those top four, Scoot's kind of the worst. That's my thing here. That in terms of that top four, the Blazers missed, yet they're still a very good basketball team.
Maybe Scoot Henderson is just the Trayvon Walker of the NBA. It's a project pick. Just needs a couple of years.
Best backcourt in basketball?
Whoa. I'm not addressing that comment. I'm scooting
Why
right
not?
over. I'm scooting right over that one.
Does that
Trayvon
make Amen
needed a couple of
Thompson
years
the-
to kick it into gear.
No, but Brian, I'm
I think it's
like
fair.
not
I think that's extremely accurate.
potentially.
We don't know yet.
Look, what I gotta say about Scoot and what you just brought up is like, yeah, you could probably say that Thompson is
He's better.
doing better
He's better.
in his young
better.
career.
He's
But
better.
like that's one pick, Brian. Like
Who's
you
better?
mentioned Brandon Miller and Wemby. It's like those guys, they didn't have the availability to get. So
But you're
bringing
always
them into
gonna be-
this,
You're always going to be compared to your top four, like in a draft class.
yeah. But to say
Darko Milicic is always going to get made fun of. Andre Bignani is always going to get made fun of because they were in that top tier.
Well,
yeah, but
hold
they were
on.
like
Pump
certified.
the brakes here. Pump the brakes
ass.
here. Who's better than who? Scoot's better than who?
No, Amen Thompson is better than Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, okay.
He's the one on the Rockets.
Yes.
He went one pick later. Okay, like, can you give me like 5 through 8? Like, are they all
It was
like
ugly.
light? Are
It
they
was
all
ugly.
light years
5 through
better
8.
than Scoot?
So Oswald Thompson is fine on the Pistons. He went 5. Anthony Black went 6. Bilal Coulibaly went 7.
Is that guy even in the
Darius
league
Walker
anymore?
went 8. Taylor Hendricks went 9. Kaysen Wallace went 10. Jet Howard, Derek Lively, Grady Dick, Jordan Hawkins, Kobe Buffkin, Keontae George might be one of the best players in this draft class all the way back there.
So,
Tommy Hawkins, Braden Pods, Chris
Seven.
Murray was in this draft class. Bryce Sensabaugh, Booty Ball, Jalen Pickett,
yeah, stop,
Jordan Walsh,
Stop.
That gets ugly, man.
Stop.
Gigi
To say-
Jackson,
To say that they
You're
They
continuing
whiffed
to
on
name
this
names.
pick.
You don't-
or
Amani
whatever.
Bates, remember him?
wasn't that the guy that Drake was like sleeping with his mom or whatever?
No, that was Delonte West.
Damn.
Delonte
All right.
West
Well, look,
had
that-
rumors sleeping with LeBron's
to
mom.
say that was a bad pick.
Oh,
I
it's the
think
other way
you're just
Yeah.
you wrong, bro. You wrong.
No, I'm not saying it was a bad pick. I'm just saying the Blazers have been able to be good and get better every year despite him not taking the leap, which shows you they're run well, just even though their coach had a whole gambling thing and they had that going on. But there's other teams that haven't drafted so well that haven't been able to take that leap. So good for the Blazers.
Here's what it boils down to. They are a better team with him on the floor than without him. The numbers say that. The numbers prove that. But they're not the reason why they're in the position they are today, and they're not the reason why they won against the Suns. Both can be true at once. He's a nice piece to have, but Denii Avdija is the guy. He's the reason why they're propelled forward. But I know you walked back the "he sucks" comment that was wildly
comparative
insane.
to
I'm sure that will
top
make
four in the draft. It will. I'll make that a clip. And compared to the top four in the draft, I think you guys are overrating Scoot Henderson. But all I'm saying is the Blazers have been able to be good despite missing on that pick. I'm not trying to make fun of him.
I don't think they missed on that pick.
Maybe
Getting one of the Thompsons would have been better, but that's it. Like they really didn't miss.
Who went? Was that the Wemby draft? Wemby went first?
Yeah, Wemby, Brandon Miller, then it went Scoot, and then the Thompsons went.
Like you could argue like the Thompsons, like
Miller.
That's a bust. Like okay.
They have Avdija.
It's terrible. Terrible.
Like I'm giving the Blazers credit.
They needed a combo guard that can complement Drew Holiday. I think Scoot Henderson gives them that and more.
Yeah, all this to say this playing game, we didn't need it.
Devin Booker, does he stink?
Dude, he doesn't care about the NBA. It's crazy. He gets up for the Olympics and doesn't care about anything else.
So I fell asleep before the fourth quarter. I looked up the fourth quarter, and I don't think he took a shot. He made 3 free throws in the fourth quarter.
He didn't want to extend the season, man. He wants to go to Cabo.
It was Dylan Brooks and Royce O'Neal, and Oso, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, but Marquette legend Oso. Like, that can't be what you're relying on. And I guess Jalen Green had a nice game, but you have Devin Booker. Why isn't Devin Booker shooting the ball 50 times?
I was looking at the box score afterwards and saw that Dylan Brooks led the Suns in the plus-minus category. And,
good season.
That's just sure. He can have a good season. I was even impressed when I watched him in the what was that, the Olympics last year when he was playing with Canada. Yeah. I was impressed with him then too. He's definitely gotten a lot better as a basketball player. But if he's the best player on your team in a game, like you're not good. You shouldn't be playing in playoff basketball.
No, it's like the Scoot Henderson of Charles Barkley.
I think that's worse than the Trayvon Walker comparison. I like to get one more jab. I like the Trayvon comparison.
It wasn't a bad one. It wasn't.
I like it a lot.
I just didn't want to respond to it.
Yeah, and the Thompson twins are like Aiden Hutchinson. They were good right away, and we'll see if Scoot can overtake them.
I think Aiden Hutchinson's better than the Thompson twins.
I think Trayvon Walker's a little better than Scoot Henderson.
See that's a thinker. That one you got.
I'm taking Trayvon all day. Easy.
Right now, of course, he had more time.
Trayvon just got that.
Of course. Absolutely. That's why it's not a bad comparison. Trayvon was the project pick. Took
the Scoot and the Blazers, are they the number one defense in the National Basketball Association?
It's probably the Thunder. Or the Spurs.
They play good defense. Spurs play good defense. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pistons are up there. The Cavs feel like
probably the top 3.
Cavs feel like they play good defense. The Knicks feel like they probably play good defense.
We just called the top 3. It's Thunder, Spurs, Pistons in that order.
Really?
Yeah.
Thunder, Spurs, Pistons.
Do I get bonus points if Cavs and Knicks are in the top 10?
What are we ranking?
The Cavs and Knicks. So the Knicks are tied for 6th, and the Cavs are 8th.
What are we ranking?
The Celtics are 4.
Not bad work for guys who don't watch the NBA.
What are we ranking?
Team defense, Jack.
You just asked the question, Jack.
I did, and then I got a phone call I had to deny real quick.
Holy cow.
Team defense? Yeah, the Spurs got to be number 1.
All right, defensive rating. I just changed it a little bit, but it's basically the same. Now we have Thunder, Pistons, and then Spurs. Still the top 3. The worst is the Wizards. Who would have known?
Let's see.
All of that is expected.
Let's see if we can. I was going to say nail the bottom 3, but Brian already said Wizards.
Right. You want to? Yeah, no, you could guess the next 2.
So what would that be? 29 or
28 and 29.
28 and 29. Kings got to be in there.
They're 28.
Wow. Come on.
Dylan Cardwell can only do so much.
I thought Cardwell would propel them out of the bottom three.
He propelled them out of the bottom two. That's what he.
Oh boy.
I mentioned a player from this team.
No.
Going over the draft.
No. I have one that I want to guess, but I think it's wrong. This is for 29.
Yeah. What noise?
Yeah, what noise?
It's like a little bell, like a ding-a-ling-a-ling. Y'all didn't hear that?
No.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it just happened once real quick.
Okay.
I never heard it before.
You hear voices, Jack?
It sounded like one of y'all got a notification. I don't know.
My phone's on silent. But anyway, 29. I got one I want to go with, but give me 10 seconds to think about it. Kings are 28.
It's just got to be an Eastern Conference.
It's three teams. It's either the Bulls, the Pelicans, or the Mavs.
0 for 3.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
How?
The Bulls are.
Grizzlies.
Nope.
That's just wrong rankings. Then.
The Grizzlies are 27. The Bulls are 22. The Mavs are 19.
I guess they kind of turned it up at the end of the year.
The Pelicans are 23.
Who the fuck is this 29?
Yeah, I need to look at.
It's a very forgettable team, but it's
How are they not 30? If it's not this team, then those rankings are 1,000% wrong. Has to be the Brooklyn Nets.
No, the Brooklyn Nets are 25.
These rankings are wrong. Are you serious?
When I say this, you're going to be like, oh, it's a very forgettable team.
1 minute. Because now I have to exhaust all the guesses.
Is it the Jazz?
Yeah.
All right.
Jack cheated, dude. Come on. I probably would have never had that. I could even.
I looked at a map.
They still okay. That's fair. I'll give you that. That's fair.
The Jazz are bad.
I like maps.
Laurie Marketing, Ace Bailey.
They sat marketing a lot of fourth quarters.
Like, what do the Pelicans have? Other than Zion, who's fat.
DeJounte Murray is hanging out over there.
I think that's the best way to put it. He's just literally just hanging out over there.
All right.
He hung out so well in Atlanta that they had to give him
the last thing I want to say on that is how are the Grizzlies better, especially trading Jaren Jackson away.
Jaren probably made up a lot of that in the beginning of the year before they traded him. I guess that's another deadline trade when we were going over how it was not a big deadline.
Where'd he go again?
I was about to ask you that.
Pistons? No.
He's on another forgettable team that didn't do much. I don't think he's in the playoff.
Raptors? Hawks?
Oh! You'll never guess where he's hanging out now.
Did they make the playoffs?
No. I think he didn't play. He didn't play. That's what it was. He's on the Jazz.
Where's Walker Kessler nowadays?
Yeah,
I think he's still on the Jazz. All right. Well, that's 40 minutes of NBA basketball. I think that's our quota.
Dude, yeah, as much as we rip on the NBA, it's fun to talk about.
It's about the only thing it's good for. The headlines are more fun than the games.
Dylan Brooks, Suns legend.
Oh, by the way, that Denii Avdija trade, Denii Avdija for Malcolm Brogdon, the pick that turned into Bub Carrington and a 2029 first. Sure, Wizards fans are thrilled. Want to do some winners and losers?
Let's do it.
Matt, let's start with you since we start with Jack for the little mic last time.
All right. This one, I think it was this week. Maybe it was end of last week. It fits since the last time we did the winners and losers. But I'm going to go with Joe Adele's defensive masterclass, robbing 3 home runs in one game. And the final one was like the best one too. So he not only did he do it 3 times, but he did it in the correct order.
In a 1-0 game.
Unbelievable. I mean,
those 3 plays were incredible. I saw this video of some guy. He's posting a whole bunch of NBA clips now, going, proving that we're desensitized to great basketball because this just happens in a random regular season NBA game, and it's really is just some impressive plays. That's what that felt like. Like robbing 3 of them. Like, are we serious? Like, is this just becoming the norm now?
I don't think we understand the scale of sometimes that doesn't even happen ever in a year for a team.
Yeah,
3 in one game.
I like how you said a team, because sometimes a team doesn't rob a home run and then the player robbed 3.
Right.
But if you're Joe Adele,
is that a 1 in a trillion chance?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the odds to even have 3 opportunities in one game is astronomical, and then to actually go up there and physically be able to make those plays.
It had to be the most unbelievable. Talk about Ohtani pitching and hitting, and
he's not hitting today, by the way. Fucking pussy. Pitching against the Mets on ESPN, he's not hitting.
Is he not allowed to do, or he can hit and pitch the same
He can.
time?
He's just not in the lineup.
Interesting.
Jackie Robinson Day. How dare
Brian
you?
is charged up today.
Yeah,
the Mets haven't won a game in a week and a half.
Curse of Pete Alonso.
Good Michael of the week would have been the Rays not winning ever or haven't won in 15 years on April 15th. Haven't won a game in 15 years on April 15th. Is that always Jackie Robinson Day?
No, I think it changed. Maybe.
It's a weird coincidence.
I think Jackie Robinson Day is like the
What are you trying to do, Rays? What are you trying to say?
Tampa Bay.
Feels like it'd be the same day every year. I don't know why.
Same day, April 15th.
Yeah, how can you have a different? This isn't like Chris or not Chris, like
Thanksgiving. I don't know if it was like the 3rd Wednesday in April, or I guess it'd be 2nd.
Yeah, I don't know, but weird fun fact. Bonus Mike of the week. My bad. Bonus
Rays
one for
racist.
you guys. Bonus one for well, I didn't say it. Bonus for you there, but winner of the week going to be Joe Adele's defensive masterclass.
Yeah, if you're Joe Adele, you have to get a framed photo of you holding up the ball with all the I was going to say patrons, all the fans around you.
Like, do you get all 3 balls?
Hopefully,
you have
get away
to.
with all 3.
I mean, he has it in his glove. It's not like
If
he's
you-
got to retrieve them.
If you were, smart enough to save the first one and then the second one,
That's true. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Like, the 3rd one's definitely saved. Maybe even the
for
second.
sure.
One. They might have saved the second one, been like, oh, we robbed 2 in one game. But the first one was put in the rotation. They have no idea.
Maybe. I do want to hear him talk about that, on a interview sooner rather than later.
He's had a couple of last year. He wasn't an all-star, but he had a good year. I don't think he'll ever go to the Hall of Fame, but if he does, that'll be his plaque. Robbed 3 home runs in one game.
My winner of the week. It's gonna be Aja Wilson or Aja Wilson. Aja Wilson. I think it's Asia. I think it's Aja Wilson. She just signed a Supermax.
I was kind of laughing when I read the caption today.
Yeah. No, she's MVP in the WNBA, champion. Yeah, she's kind of the legend in the WNBA right now. A lot of people say, they like to bring up hypotheticals and go, yeah, I bet she could compete in the NBA, role player, bench minutes. I don't agree, but she is the best player in the WNBA, and she just signed another.
The best women's basketball player in the world.
No doubt.
You think Bam Adebayo is getting his medical bills paid for by that Supermax contract?
No. It's probably a 1/80th of what he makes. So
I thought you were just gonna stop at 1.
it's 1/80th of what he makes. It's a $5 million deal, Supermax. So
That's why
I'm sure you weren't Centel.
I'm
I
positive.
think it was 3 years, $5 million, 3 years, $5 million, and they call it a supermax. That's why I was laughing. That's why I was laughing.
That cannot be real.
She's my one of the week, bro. She signed Supermax.
$5 million for 3 years? It's the entire contract. It's not $5 million a year. It's
I didn't see the 3-year part. I just saw that the contract was worth $5 million.
well, if you're getting a supermax, it's more than 1 year.
It said $5 million, and they labeled it as a supermax. I understand it's the WNBA, but like, come on,
that's really bad.
you don't need to label it supermax. Like, stop. Like,
Oh no.
what? Like,
Oh no. You
just call it. Just say she signed like a record-breaking contract.
That's a
We don't need it.
supermax? It's not even.
That $1.6 million a year.
Oh. WNBA, what are you doing?
They write
W-
the jokes themselves.
Dude, who cleared that? I guess you. How do you decide? Yeah, supermax is $5 million for 3 years. That sounds right. Like, what's a max? 2 years, $1 million?
No,
I don't know.
like $700K.
Yeah, because the supermax is $1.6 million a year. Which again, a big step up for what they were getting, but
That's so bad.
Brian, you're one of the week.
We're staying in the W.
that was a winner.
My winner
she signed a Supermax.
My winner is love. Paige Beckers and Ozzie Fudd reunited in the same locker room in the Dallas Wings, and I'm sure that's just going to go great. Nothing like your significant other living every day with you in a competitive environment filled with egomaniacs.
Are they still significant others? I thought I saw some stuff maybe.
Did they break up? That's even worse.
I don't know. I thought there was some speculation online fueled by people chiming in. And again, who really knows? And maybe it's just online internet people trying to create drama.
I mean, Stores and Dallas are pretty far. It's not exactly a drive up over on the weekend.
Yeah,
But maybe.
I don't know how these internet people would even know, but people were talking about it.
Jack, you look like you want to say something, but you don't want to say something.
I have absolutely nothing to say.
Well, shout out love. Maybe the Wings will be good by the power of friendship.
What if
sure
Maddie
great.
Seeger is still playing there?
You know,
I don't know who that is.
the power of chemistry.
She was like number 3. Maybe she was even number 1. But Villanova women's basketball. Electric guard.
Yeah, Fudd, by the way, this isn't just I guess it's not nepotism. Is it? What would you call this? If you you hire your girlfriend, but she's not in charge. So you ask your boss to hire your girlfriend.
A
I
referral.
think that's nepotism.
Is it nepotism? But I think
No,
you have to be
I don't
related for
think.
nepotism.
Yeah, no, I said I don't think. I probably think I cut it out with the Wi-Fi. Oh, there's another one that's going to get me.
Here comes the clips.
A referral, yeah, I guess.
Sniper.
But no, she's worth the number 1 pick. She shot
She's
48,
definitely worth it.
44 and 95 last year.
What I want to know is, was Beckers the number 1 pick?
Yeah.
How did they just keep lining up number 1 picks?
It's
8
UConn,
teams,
baby.
and they
Are they
suck.
that bad?
Oh, you mean
The Wings. I mean, back-to-back number 1 picks.
did you guys not hear that noise again?
Jack, I think you're going insane.
Brian, do you hear something? Because I don't.
No, I don't hear anything.
I feel like one of us would be like, yeah, we heard that. But you're the only one that keeps hearing shit.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna ignore it.
I got my window open and I faintly hear birds chirping.
Dude, no, it's like a notification bell.
Are your headphones connected to your phone?
No.
My TV's muted. My phone's on silent. My window's open. And I like faintly. There's no way my mic is picking up the birds chirping.
No, it's
You guys would hear it.
It's like someone's recording device. I don't know. It could be mine for all I know.
I don't know. What? Talking about love? Oh, the Wings being bad. Yeah, I guess they're just terrible. I don't really know how to explain it. Is the Liberty are good?
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Getting
Who else is good?
back to back number 1 overall picks seems pretty nuts.
Fever are good.
Yeah, it happens.
Sky are good.
On it.
The Jags have done it.
Have they?
I don't think so.
I
Actually,
feel like even in the NFL,
yes,
like that doesn't
yes,
happen.
they did.
Yeah,
yes, they did.
It would make sense for an expansion team.
No, we did. We got Trevor and then Trayvon back-to-back years.
Oh yeah, Urban Meyer.
Which pick do you like better? I keep trying to beat Jack in the Jaguar talk.
It's such a great question, Matt. I'm actually really glad you asked it. They're both phenomenal players, and I'm very happy they're both locked up to long-term deals in Duval.
What's with the Jaguars drafting first-round picks starting with T? Also, I think the Nationals had back-to-back number ones, right, with Strasburg and Harper.
Like they were given one because they weren't even an expansion team though. They just moved from Montreal.
Yeah, they were ass.
Like expansion, you get the number 1 pick.
But I think they still had to start over. Did they carry over a roster?
I don't know. I don't know how that works, but they moved from Montreal and went to Washington. It wasn't an expansion team.
Then yes, they carried over some roster players.
Maybe maybe the ownership in Montreal sold it to new ownership in Washington, but that's still not an expansion.
No.
You didn't add a number to the league total of teams.
How long have the Capitals been called the Capitals?
A lot long.
Your hockey team?
Well, I'm thinking about like watching sports teams. Like the Commanders are a new name. The Nationals are fairly new. The Wizards are fairly new because they were the Bullets before. It's kind of crazy. No wonder Washington's such a bad sports town. Can't keep any merch. Names are changing all the time. All right. Who'd we start with, Matt? Your loser of the week?
We did start with me. I don't know. I mean, Brian, you said you didn't watch. I watched, but right in the middle of the wild, like the overtime thriller, all the buzz. My loser of the week is going to be Amazon Prime's video feeds technical timeout. I don't know if you guys saw that last night in the middle of overtime. They just throw technical timeout on the screen. I mean, I thought mine was screwed up. I was like, what's going on? Apparently that was a nationwide thing. I mean, I get it. It's not the playoffs, as Brian likes to say, but what an all-time fluff.
Yeah, I saw something
that too much, but
I saw something that NBA viewership was up like at an all-time this year. And
they want to let you know that every arena was 97% capacity for the last 3 years. NBA's never been better.
Yeah, I just find that really hard to believe, considering it took me forever to find the game, like the right channel for the game last night, only to, as Matt said, click on Amazon Prime after accidentally. I don't even know, was it an accident? Did I really just want to give up? I click on Amazon Prime and then there it is. It's like, headline there. But I find that very hard to believe that viewership was at its peak that it's ever been, considering you have to use 10 different streaming services to find a game.
Well, they can just take every subscriber to that streaming service and say, oh, they're watching the NBA.
It's crazy.
But
it is like how did you're a company run by Jeff Bezos and he's already on sports fans shit list because he got rid of the Washington Post, and now you're gonna have this in a big basketball game? Like that guy
you
needs
know
to
what I'm talking about, right? How we just
I saw it.
Blacked out for like 5 minutes almost.
Jeff Bezos and LaMelo Ball need to go to a steak and get rocked to death.
God, you were on a warpath today, Brian.
Yeah. Someone pissed in your cereal.
Ohtani, Bezos.
Ohtani's been pissing in my cereal since he came over to the States.
LaMelo.
Free Ipe.
Jorge Polanco's Achilles.
Oh, yeah, I saw you dropped him in fantasy baseball today.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with that anymore.
All right, Jack, you're a loser.
Yeah, there was a couple ways I was thinking about going with this, but I wanted to talk about the Jags. I didn't think we were going to somehow, some way talk about the Jags this much.
It's always the Jags.
Already, somehow, some way, but we
It
did.
was a nice foreshadowing by me, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. You kind of, led us right into this. There's a whole bunch of talk, as I've already pointed out, about Brian Thomas Jr. potentially being traded, just like Matt's got to deal with A.J. Brown and the, Eagles, Patriots rumors. It's annoying to deal with. But on top of that, there's all this Travis Hunter, is he going to play one way or two ways? And now that it's getting towards draft season, everyone's going back on the pick last year and giving their 2 cents on it again. It's frustrating. And then on top of that, this is the first draft coming up since we became a franchise, since our conception, where we don't have a first round pick. I don't know what to do, guys. It's not fun being a Jags fan right now.
Ooh.
So what's the loser that the Jags don't have a pick?
First round pick, and he can't enjoy
No
the
first
draft.
round pick. Travis
And you
Hunter's
can't
under
enjoy it.
scrutiny. Brian Thomas
Travis
Jr.
Hunter's
might
not
get
playing
traded.
receiver. Just another year in Jacksonville. I don't know what he's complaining about.
Well, I mean, if they beat the Bills, I think a lot of people were saying the Jags were making it to the bowl.
But they
And
didn't.
now they didn't, and they're just getting immediately sent back.
Sent back into the shadow realm.
Just you
It's
wait.
tough.
Brian Thomas Jr. is going to stay, Jack. You don't have to worry about that. And if he does go, they're going to scam the Giants out of Dexter Lawrence. So you'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Travis
it is-
Hunter.
Thanks for those words of affirmation, Brian.
It is still Joe Schmo.
running the show.
Joe or John Harbaugh might be, the head coach, but Joe Schmo's still pulling those strings behind the scene.
Just got to wait for Harbaugh to go to dinner with his family and then give Schmo a call.
It's going to be like Billy Bean to the A's manager back in 2001. Oh, you want to start this guy? Well, you can't because I traded him.
Yep. I think that was Miguel Tejada too, which is crazy because Miguel Tejada had a great career.
No,
Yeah.
it was Pena.
Oh, Carlos Pena, also great
Yeah.
career.
Also,
Great career. He's an all-star as like a rookie.
Yep, that's what people don't want you to remember about Moneyball. That was a pretty damn good team they had.
Team was unbelievable. They did get gutted. Isringhausen, Damon, Giambi.
Yeah, when you have Miguel Tejada and Carlos Pena to pick up the slack, you could have worse options.
Yeah, and then and the psychopath maniac GM traded them away.
Well, you had Barry Zito.
To start Scott Hatterberg, who couldn't play first base and couldn't bat anymore.
Still better than Jorge Polanco.
I mean, they were really good, made the playoffs. I mean, he did what he had with the money he had, but yeah, that hopefully for Brian's sake, Joe Schmo doesn't start trading guys away to still pull the strings in the back end, which
Yeah, I hope not.
I'd say Joe Schmo's seat is way hotter than Billy Bean's was.
Oh, for sure. Joe Schmo has been
Yeah.
sitting on fire for the last 2 years.
It's
I guess he
crazy.
got demoted to a babysitter.
Yeah. Well, who knows how much authority and
I think just
Like,
to
does
make
he
sure
have-
the price of the hot dogs is the same.
does he have like parental lock on like like he tries to submit a trade, but there's like a blocker that comes
Harbaugh
up.
has the passcode.
It's like somebody has to like look at it before it gets sent. You can't just
Okay.
fire off trades at midnight.
I can't imagine he has the ability to just do stuff without getting checked.
There's
The checks and
definitely-
balances system is in place for Joe Schmo.
Tend to agree.
Alrighty, I'll round us off with my loser of the week, and we're going back to the W. It's the WNBA commissioner. Her name is Kathy Engelbert. She was at a press conference. I guess they had their for the draft. Yeah, for the draft press conference. And a reporter asked if she's on the hot seat, if she feels like her job security is safe. And her response was, would you ask a man that question? There were a bunch of reporters in the room that muttered yes. And all of social media said yes. We have on the show repeatedly have shat on Rob Manfred, Adam Silver, and Roger Goodell. The fact she can't see that may be why her league is failing and handing out $5 million supermaxes.
You know what? Before I even address that, I got to give another winner of the week to the WNBA for making 3 winners/losers on our show this week.
50%.
It's crazy how much we've talked W today, but the draft did just happen. And, last show too, we had plenty of breaking news segments with Brian featuring the draft. So a lot of W talk over here.
We've had some comments lately on our social medias about how we don't talk about women's sports, and I don't think anyone can ever say that again after watching these last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I'm sure these W clips are going to do numbers.
5 million.
Yeah, my big just every time I see something like this with the WNBA, it's just you're not going to be taken seriously as a league until you start taking yourself seriously. And in order to do that, you can't continue to be a social change case. Just be a normal league. Be Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Get coverage on that and winners and losers. No pun intended with our segment here, but the coverage needs to be about the product on the court, not what it means that women are playing basketball. And when the commissioner doesn't understand that, that's why the league is failing. And oh no, I'm a man talking about women's sports.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the question, right? Like, do you feel like your
She
job
sucks
is
as a commissioner. She's terrible.
Okay, but everybody.
It is a bad
hates
question. It is a bad
everybody hates every commissioner. Like, name me one commissioner that you're like, oh yes, they do a phenomenal job. NCAA, MLB, NFL, like nobody likes any of these folks. It's just part.
I feel like WWE fans like Vince McMahon.
That's
not a real sport.
That's a mixed bag. You can give it to Dana White in the UFC for sure. A lot of people like him and what he's done for that sport. Not too many people are Dana White. Like he basically built that sport versus the rest of these folks are just, it's their job. They're just filling in for the next however many years.
Mm-hmm.
Until a scandal hits so bad that they can't stick around anymore.
Even then, Adam Silver survived gambling.
NFL got hit with a few, and Goodell, nothing wrong.
Yeah, Goodell survived that Ray Rice video like it was nothing. And
Ray Rice, I mean, Deflategate, like
Deflategate
NFL was borderline in on that.
Yeah. Rasheed Rice. The NFL just does not care.
As long as
baseball also.
At the same time, you never see Goodell getting fried in clips like that.
No.
Yeah.
The NFL is the most powerful now.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
The NFL runs America.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're able to control that backlash.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Speaking of NFL, Diana Rossini did not make any of our lists. Resigned from the Athletic. Didn't take any accountability.
I touched on it like last week, right?
Yeah.
It's a new chapter in this saga, but I guess it's pretty much closed now.
I don't want to repeat. I thought I'd get booed off the show by you if I brought that up again.
Yeah, I mean, it has a new chapter. She took zero accountability in her letter and said that there was a media frenzy when there's been very little media coverage about it.
Yeah, I mean, they came out and said nothing's going on. We were there with friends, and then she resigned.
Yeah.
So clearly it's a lot tougher to – I said it's going to be a tough one to explain, but clearly, whatever story she went with, it's causing her to have to get out of there.
Yeah. Speaking again,
even if it was good intent and completely fine, in this day and age of internet age and culture, You just were never getting past that.
No. Just the
Yeah,
lack of
it's so
accountability.
bad.
Just
Even if it was completely innocent.
everyone knows it.
What do you want her to take accountability for?
Just say in some kind of sentence in your whole page letter, I fucked up and I put myself in a compromising position and I apologize.
Even though it was innocent.
Not I have to resign because a media frenzy that doesn't exist has made this impossible for me to do my job. And
Would you
Yeah,
would
but
you
here's the
apologize if you don't think you did anything wrong?
right. Taking accountability is an admission of guilt to an extent.
you could say you're sorry for putting yourself in for putting the Athletic in a situation.
Any
where-
type of accountability would be admitting guilt, like I just said.
She mentioned the media frenzy. You can say, I'm sorry that my actions caused the media frenzy.
She'll
even
be
though I
fine.
didn't.
She can start a podcast.
She's going to work at Barstool. Barstool will hire her and she'll have a podcast.
Start her out. She'll be fine, but she's going to save her family. And taking accountability in that resignation puts saving the family at risk because, like I just said, you admit some guilt by taking accountability.
Yeah, I don't really care. I really don't think she did anything. I really don't think she did anything that wrong. I mean, touching hands is really all we got out of it. It's not like we know anything else. There's no Ray Rice elevator video here. So I don't really know like what people are in arms about. Like if that's so bad, it is what it is. She moved on. Everybody else should too.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys on Tuesday.